Come on, guys, did you watch this episode? Like, Team Niyola, they literally brought a grenade to a pillow fight. It was amazing. These guys, they burnt down the stage. Like, I knew that it was going to be a difficult time, difficult task to pick the talents from this episode, but I never saw this coming. Niyola did an excellent job on this episode, and I love every bit of it from the start to the finish. Anyways, guys, welcome to another video review of The Voice Nigeria Season 4 on my channel. My name is Chekube Isaac Eze, and you're welcome to this very beautiful channel. Please ensure I take a beg you like this video, share this video, drop a comment on the comment section, and I would like to say a very big thank you to my new subscribers and to all those who were very interactive on the comment section of the last video. Thank you so much, and please ensure that you're clicking on the notification icon so you get to be the very first to find out when I drop a new content on this channel. The last lap of the knockout stage of this season was aired over the weekend with Team Niyola, and honestly, we are still feeling the hits. In fact, the show just got started. These guys were literally on fire, and we love it. Before we dive right in, can we talk about the elephant in the room? Like, we all know that the pre-recorded episodes can sometimes make it hard to get, keep up with the real-time excitement. But I mean, come on, The Voice Nigeria producers, at least change the outfits or something. Yeah. So the first talent to perform was Roland Matthew with the Earth song by Michael Jackson. It was a very smooth performance, and I loved every part of it. Every single note was intentional. He knew the best song that suits his voice type. I sort of have this similar tonal quality with Michael Jackson, and you kind of think Michael Jackson is somehow, in the room singing the song. I noticed how he was able to infuse Nigeria and its outcry to be better into his lyrics, which I think is a very brilliant idea. He ran his skills somewhere at the beginning, which I think was the hook that struck the first element of interest into his delivery, which was perfect. Okay. Up next was Stella performing Smash Into You by Beyonce, one of my favorite songs of Queen Bee. Stella did a great job with the song. No over-the-top extra performance, no less, no more, no less. Her voice is sweet, her expressions were very good. But what I think is that she's already in the toughest team of the season, and so all is expected to bring fire and something extraordinarily pleasant to outshine and gain a spot. So it's very understandable why she got into the danger zone. You can clearly see how Niyola drills a talent to bring out the best in them. She understands the voice and how it works. Niyola is highly underrated in the industry, I think. That's my opinion. I think she needs much more exposure so people can begin to, understand who she really is and appreciate her talent more than it is right now. She blew me away, she blew everybody away, and I think that is something really beautiful for The Voice Nigeria Season 4. Up next to perform was Samache Obiora, who came through with the song Trip by Ella May. Now, Samache's voice is beautiful, although whenever I listen to her, especially during the rehearsals, it kind of feels like something's missing to actually make it completely there. I kind of think from the rehearsal point, the coach should already know the kind of talent they really want to work with on the show. They feel and understand your capacity to deliver on the show, and that also, kind of influence the final verdict they pass on your case eventually. While our performance was beautiful and could work great for an evening of music and relaxation event, I think her superpower is low registers and knowing how to get there unexpectedly. Her attitude was great, but I wish she can open up more vocally at the climax of the song, because it's a competition, baby, and everyone else could sing on the platform. So if you're coming up, you have to come correct or go home. Now, up next to perform was Michael Akinshallah, who gave us a very blissful rendition of the song titled The Way You Look Tonight by Michael Bublin. There's that kind of voice texture, there's other people all of them are the realest ones. And Niyola understood the assignments on the blocking and needed placement to deliver. But then his performance was basically just there. It's the choice of song and also his delivery of, I think it's a little bit quite basic, very simple, classy, like we're chilling at an event, let's say in Texas, and he was singing, But I think it's a competition, it's a freaking knockout, so you either come burning or get burnt. Anyways, Mike is a very unique talent, and of course, he got saved. Congratulations to him, and he has been able to move on to the next phase of the competition, which is the battles. Up next was Melody on stage performing Without You by David Guetta. First of all, Melody is a very beautiful angel, Her performance was good, shaky at start, but she came shining through. I think she would have done better and expressed more if the key of the song was raised up in that form, okay? For a guy on that key, great, because high registers would pop. But for a lady to sing that song on that same key, you really need to put extra work to actually, shine through from the start to the finish. Well, I wish her all the best. She was taken to the danger zone. Eunice sang Shallow by Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga. Well, that was interesting, I must say. It was a very sweet performance. Although I need to understand something. Why they often rehearse with mic stands and are giving block hints from the rehearsal point of view, automatically when we get to see them on stage, it's a different ballgame altogether. So I really don't know why that always happen. Not once, not twice, but every single time we see them rehearse with the mic stand during rehearsal, the live show is like every time is different. So I don't know, maybe it's just a style or something. Well, anyways, Eunice kind of reminds me of Francis Othello of Nigerian Idol Season 6, big personality and rich tone. Eunice delivered well and it was a very great performance, although I think he got lucky over the previous singers who got into the danger zone considering the reason Niyola gave for saving him. Now, Chiamir's performance was up next, doing Versace on the Floor by Bruno Mars. His performance was really cool and quite entertaining. The song was a perfect song that highlighted his vocal prowess, although his nerves were kicking in at the start, but I think he came in with a mission to seduce the ladies, so that probably gave him some level of confidence, judging from the way Coach Waje blushed all through the performance. When he was sent into the danger zone, I think it's been a very hard decision for Coach Niyola. Analyses are critical and fair enough. In fact, this episode is an expose on who Niyola is musically. Love gave us some lovely moments singing If I Ain't Got You by Alicia Keys. Love's performance was so beautiful to watch. She was the first lady that matched up the same energy the guys brought on the team. I love her performance. It was captivating. Her vocals were popping too. It was a great show. She was saved. I can't wait to see what she's up to next in the competition. While I was still trying to catch my breath, Esther came up with a fierce and fire performing Proud Mary by Tina Turner. She was indeed a delight to watch. It was a show and she entertained us all the way. The standing ovation from Coach Niyola and Waje was absolutely necessary. I feel our entire performance was a highlight non-stop. She started from the clubhouse, then took us to church like we're doing some sort of high praise. At this point, it's safe to say that Coach Niyola she's got the best talent on this season of the show. Esther was saved, of course. Pere Jason. This guy chose Somewhere Over the Rainbow by Wizard of Oz to sing of all songs in the world. Pere is a superstar. Pere is the voice Nigeria. Pere is the standard. I'm so glad he's on this platform because that will push him into where he belongs. I hope Nigerians will be able to see what he's got and show him all the love and support on the show. Everything about him is great. The way he talks, his character, his voice, everything was excellent. The performance was everything a mind-blowing performance should be. I was shouting all through the performance. The judges were super impressed as well. And I must say that Nato sees, it's beginning to, show more sense of humor in the show, and I think I like that about him. Thank you so much, Perry, for sharing your gift with us. We love and appreciate your talent. Of course, he was saved and he was able to move on to the next phase of this competition. I'm really, really watching out for Perry because Perry's got a different kind of talent. It's very unique. His talent is not just those ordinary kind of talents that you see every day. He's got something extraordinary, and we just cannot wait to see this guy from now till the very end of this show. CCJ came up next and performed Drunk in Love by Beyonce. Now, CCJ isn't new on the Niger music talent competition space. I don't know if you guys remember her from Project Fame some years back, as well as Nigerian Idol and a couple of others as well. She's not really giving up anytime soon. I think that's one thing I really love about her. Her performance of the song was very good, although I personally think I don't like the arrangements they made for her. It was just giving, it wasn't giving the fire it was meant to give. It was just kept on a plain level for so long, forgetting that it's a competition. And moreover, our timing at the beginning of the song was a bit off, especially for a Beyonce song, okay? Now, being one of the last two contestants to perform, she was asked to hold on for a while so the last can perform, and so only one can go through to the next round of the competition. Last act for the night was Gideon performing Stand By Me by Seal. Now, Gideon is an experienced singer, an experienced vocalist that could possibly pass as a judge of the show that he's on. His rehearsals were cruise and vibes because he was doing all that is needed to be done, and it was mind-blowing. His performance was breathtaking. He's the most creative singer and performer I've seen on the show so far because he's able to put in all his capacity into a performance, yet it won't be all over the place. It's just perfect. The vocal control, his riffs, his registers were switching greatly. It was a standing ovation. Now, you see how three judges who are vocalists have their nerves struck simultaneously at the points where a singer does it and give a standing ovation by default. but judging to see is just there most times. Eventually, Gideon was joined on stage by CCJ as well as the other 4 contestants earlier sent to the danger zone for the coach to save only one. It was quite obvious who deserved to be saved, you know, but finally Gideon was saved. Niyola's speech was so emotional and encouraging. Okay, she's such an angel. Overall, I think the best performance for the night was that of Para Jason because it's very unique and overwhelming, followed by Gideon and then Esther, and then we can add Roland to the list. Anyways guys, there you have it. Please let me know what you think on the comment section. Let me know what you think about this episode. For me, I love every part of it. Please, thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, drop a comment on the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I love you. Bye bye.